One man, one medication, not a year yet. I started this medication back in July of 2024, and it's March of 2025 now. It's actually almost April of 2025. It's about March 29th. And going back then, a lot's happened. I mean, sometimes like almost it'd be a long story if I try to tell it all at once, and maybe I'll tell it on a different video, but let's focus on the medication for right now. Um, I could say so. About a week ago, I had another bit of a panic attack, and it was funny. I was standing there in the Walmart like sort of entryway, and I was working with my job that I had at that time, which I don't have now, which is another part of the story. But um, and I was about to do another stressful thing about the job, and the job had kind of gotten me, just kind of life had gotten me to the point of like a lot of coffee and mixed with the medication, and I know that I was very anxious. And this wasn't in the morning. This was like in the afternoon. Anyways, my anxiety was going crazy, and for some reason my brain told me I should check my blood pressure, and I did. And at that Walmart blood pressure machine there, and every single time I've ever had the experience of checking my own blood pressure, it's never been good. It's always come out like weird whack, but every time I've had the doctor check it, it's actually just been fine. So I've kind of tried to get myself to just, kind of go with the fact that checking my own blood pressure is not a good thing, and I shouldn't have done it that time either, because it was obviously some sort of fluke that it was out of whack. But anyways, I tried to ignore it and get on with my day, which I kind of did. But then I pretty much ended up cutting myself off all of caffeine, and I've also changed to eating just fruits and vegetables in the morning for breakfast, like tomatoes and avocados and bananas. And I've been drinking some more fruit smoothies, which um, and here I am at, working with the medication, making some more videos. And so without the caffeine, cutting the caffeine out actually made a lot of the dizziness or maybe even all the dizziness that that was a side effect of this medication, kind of made it go away. And so, sometimes without the caffeine, it feels like in some aspects it might be a little bit harder to get going. That's the thing about this medication is being a reuptake inhibitor, a dopamine reuptake inhibitor. Um, it doesn't actually squirt out the dopamine. You got to do something to get the dopamine going, is what it feels like sometimes. And so, if the dopamine doesn't get there to stay in the system, it doesn't. Then you can't. It's hard to get motivated. I think the caffeine was just that little bit of something to get that dopamine to squirt out or something like that. Um, it's interesting with these videos. It doesn't seem they get a lot of views or attention, but it seems like just once in a while one person will comment or one person will say something. So that's kind of like why I'm back here making this video, is for that one person who commented last time. And I'm also just, it's always for a journal for me. And if you want to see any of these other videos, you can go back and search through this channel. There's about half a dozen more videos on how my journey with methylphenidate is going. And I think I'm going to kind of go off with this one here, and I'm going to post another video soon and just kind of tell the story of where things are, so that will have something to do with the medication, but it's not just focused on the medication. If we're just to focus on the medication right now, it definitely helps, and it definitely helps me to stay organized and to accomplish things better. Um, but life is still life, and I guess that's where I'm going to go on the other video.